Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. Brian Winnekins from Commodity Classic, and thank you to our Commodity Classic sponsors, including Wisconsin Soybean Association, Synergy Co-op, Wisconsin Farmers Union, Osteoplastics, Compeer Financial, Annabis Silo, Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, Elsivia Co-op, and the Wisconsin Corn Growers Association. Joining us right now, Mark Hoffman. He is president of the Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, and we're going to talk with Mark about some of the things that's been happening here at Commodity Classic as president of Wisconsin Corn Growers. He's got a whole bunch of other meetings and duties and all kinds of things going on. And Mark, I know it's been a busy couple days for you so far, but what are some of the things that you've been talking about in some of the meetings that Wisconsin corn growers kind of need to know of?
Well, on Wednesday we started with our caucus, and that's where the states get together and talk about all our resolutions and our positions that we're going to take on everything that's coming up for Corn Congress, which was yesterday. And that's where all the states have delegates. There's 127 delegates that we kind of decipher and make all the decisions on what we're going to do for our policies and stuff. And that's why the caucus, that they're telling us as delegates what they want us to do for them. And it's been busy. At least we're not shoveling snow down here. That is a plus. Probably some of the people are going to be shoveling when they get home, but besides that, we're out here as a big group. Almost feels like a family, you know, the way everybody works together. It's just really a welcoming feeling.
I know that you and I talked during Corn Soy Expo about, you know, the situation with Mexico and the atrazine and even crop insurance as well. And those are all topics obviously you've been talking about. And the reason they're so important is how important Wisconsin corn production is in the state of Wisconsin and what it means for the state of Wisconsin. That's why you have a lot of these concerns on some of these issues.
Yeah, you know, the Mexico especially, that's been our number one importer of our corn at, you know, an average of about 670 million bushels a year. If we lose that, that's going to take out a lot of our production. Our markets are going to go to hell.
And that economic impact of Wisconsin corn production is pretty significant, isn't it?
You bet it is. You know, it's 45 million bushels, you know, with 180 bushel to the acre yield. Yeah, it's a lot.
I know also a lot of folks are talking about inputs as well, and for, you know, Wisconsin corn growers this year, there could be some pretty sharp increases.
Yeah, there could be luckily we've been getting rain and moisture, and the Mississippi River's coming back up, so we can get some of these input products that we need transported up the Mississippi River again now, which is going to help a lot on our truck traffic and stuff like that, and our cost. Some of the costs are coming back down. It's not as bad as it was last year.
For some of for corn and really even soybean growers, because soybean growers also grow corn, so they're really doing both. What would you tell them as to why they should maybe consider coming to a future Commodity Classic?
Well, number one, it's warm. But in all honesty, there's a lot of sessions here, a lot of educational sessions. If you can think of something that you would want to look at on a trade show, 99% of the time it's going to be here, because this is where they come to show all the farmers. The farmers that come here pay big money to come here, so they're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to educate themselves on new product, new technology, and get acquainted with people of like minds.
I know in talking with some of the other corn growers, they've had a chance to meet with growers from all over the country, but even Canada. And, excuse me, they've, you know, some of them have even said, geez, you know, I think I got an idea from them that I can take back home. Have you experienced that yourself?
I was talking to a guy from Finland yesterday. Yes, and it was very interesting. They were selling E85 conversions for gas engines that would make any gas engine run on E85 by putting in a small like computer chip and running it off of a sensor in the fuel line that automatically tells it what the percentage of ethanol is in the fuel. And that was interesting. That was down at the RFA, or down by the RFA booth down there, and yeah, I stood there. We stood there and talked for an hour. It was amazing.
Boy, I'd like to. I may have to see if that guy's around. I may have to try and get an interview. Well, again, Mark, we appreciate joining us today, and that's Mark Hoffman. He's president of the Wisconsin Corn Growers Association. We're from Commodity Classic. I'm Brian Winnikins on WRDN.